Welcome to another installment of Urban Gardening with Gray. Today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about fertilizing and maintaining your strawberry plant. So without much further ado, let's get into the video. Strawberries are one of the most popular fruits to grow at home. They can be grown in containers or they can be grown in the ground, just as I've done in this raised bed here. When planting your strawberry plant, make sure that you pick a location that's going to get full sun. Strawberry needs a minimum of at least 6 hours of sunlight to produce fruit. Most variations of strawberries can be planted in the spring. Just make sure when you're planting them at least 12 inches to 18 inches apart. Strawberries should be watered fairly frequently, but make sure that they have adequate drainage because they don't like to sit in standing water. One way to definitely achieve the moisture that you need for strawberries is by simply adding mulch. Now, it's recommended to pinch off runners as they start to grow from the plant, to prune the plant back a little bit so that you can have the plant focus more on fruit production. But instead of just simply pinching them off, what I like to do is cut them off. And as we look here and see, we actually have roots starting to form down at the bottom. That's a new strawberry plant. So I'm going to take this plant and I'm going to put this in the soil so that I can have even more plants. As we all know, I love propagation. So we're just going to take this runner. I'm going to place this runner in our raised bed, which my children and I have nicknamed the Strawberry Pyramid. Here we are. I'm just going to get those roots down in there and get those established in the ground. Now, I like to plant multiple varieties of strawberries, so I have a wide selection of berries to choose from. The specific berries that I'm growing right now are a combination of everbearing pineberry, which is a pink strawberry that will produce a berry that'll have kind of a piney, pineapple kind of taste to it. Haven't tried it before, but eager to see what that's going to taste like because my family loves strawberries. So now that we have those runners in the ground, guess what? Now we have a whole new plant. If you are choosing to plant in the ground, make sure that you mulch heavily and make sure that you go through and diligently weed around your plant because you don't want the weeds pulling your nutrients from your plant, which will stunt its growth. Also, this is a perfect opportunity to talk about those nutrients. We're going to fertilize today. Now, strawberries do prefer a more of an acidic blend when it comes to their soil mixture. So a good way to achieve said acidity, if you're noticing discoloration in your leaves, for instance, they're yellowing and such, it means you need a little bit more nitrogen and a little bit more acidity added to the soil. One way I do so is by mixing up coffee grounds, and then I also like to add in eggshells as well. But it's important to make sure that you don't add too much of the coffee grounds because they can actually be harmful. So what I like to do is add in a mixture of coffee grounds and eggshells once a month to help achieve that pH level that we're looking for. Of course, there are store-bought methods that can be used to add acidity and add nutrients back into your soil for your strawberries, but I prefer to go the inexpensive and cost-effective method when planting any of my plants. Now, of course, that's always just a matter of personal preference. No judgment here. You choose whatever method works best for you. It's fairly easy adding our nutrients in. We just simply add a little bit to the soil, and then we make sure that we provide a little bit of water so that those nutrients can get down into the soil where the plant needs it at its root system. To keep in mind is that strawberries actually do very well in containers. So hanging strawberry plants is a good way of being able to have your fruit around all season long. So that's all the information I have about strawberries today. Should you have any questions or thoughts, make sure to hit me up in the comments. I would love to hear what your thoughts are, or if I could give you any ideas about growing and maintaining your strawberries. That's it for us here at Urban Gardening with Gray. And as always, remember to enjoy life, enjoy family, and enjoy your garden. Thanks for watching, guys.